Hi everyone, this is the Equitable Innovation team. Before I begin, I would like to start off with my story. My name is Dr. Michelle Hernandez, and I am a medical doctor not affiliated with academia or translational medical research. Upon researching COVID-19 in April 2020, I had come up with an idea of researching the antibodies of recovered COVID-19 patients for the development of monoclonal antibodies specific against SARS-CoV-2. I immediately reached out to universities and researchers, even though my idea was still in its concept phase. But I received no response to my attempts to communicate with academia and researchers. Given the severity of the pandemic at the time, I went on to post my idea publicly in an attempt to reach global researchers in LinkedIn, #COVID19, and other social media outlets. Later on, I developed my idea into a 3-page research proposal and attempted to publish the research proposals in journals for peer review, but instead was met with barrier after barrier, and I ultimately could not publish my research proposal. Although my research proposal is a bit more complicated than the current R&D production of monoclonal antibodies specific against SARS-CoV-2, as it attempts to reverse engineer the antibodies of recovered patients without the genetic information found in the effector B cells that produces them in the first place. Since most effector B cells are found in the bone marrow and not in the serum, the proposed method does so via a series of computational models and other steps in the process. Now, I don't know if my idea was ever even seen and reviewed by researchers in the R&D process and simplified by directly going to the source of the antibodies in the available effector B cells for the development of monoclonal antibodies specific against SARS-CoV-2, or if it was simply a coincidence that I happened to think of it while it was in research. But it shows that an innovation can come from anywhere. A good idea can lead to a better idea and ultimately life-saving research. And if anyone wants to share their research proposal freely, why not make it as easily as possible to do so and not get lost in the overload of data so it can be identified, ranked, and evaluated to determine its worth, especially in healthcare research where lives can be saved. Because after all, you never know what disruptive research can come from it. So what can be done? We can't have hackathons year-round after all. What we can do, however, is create a platform specifically for healthcare research proposals of either clinical or translational research or basic science research and its subclassifications, available every day, year-round, with an open, free submission platform specifically for medical doctors or individuals without academia or research backgrounds, where the research proposals can be classified, ranked, and properly evaluated by researchers specialized in the field the research proposal was intended to be seen by in the first place, with the end goal to present the top-ranked research proposals to potential customers like universities, pharmaceutical companies, PhD researchers, to be peer-reviewed even further by academia and researchers, to determine if further research is indeed mediated in an attempt to advance healthcare innovation and thus patient healthcare. So let us create this communication tool to allow anyone with healthcare research proposals to communicate their research proposals properly to researchers and academia in an attempt to speed up healthcare research innovation and ultimately patient healthcare. To shift through the research proposals in a 2-step ranking process can be done. First, an AI ranking system, followed by a preliminary peer-reviewed process of only specialized researchers the research proposal it was intended for. The AI will first subclassify the research proposal, then shift through the relevant research proposals, where the goal is to identify research proposals with proper technical language based on the research proposal's classification. We suggest using the neural network entity embedding. Their training of computational models datasets will consist of articles with keywords and paired with the necessary DOIs. The model will map similar articles and make sure that quality articles are compiled for proper training, followed by testing of the computational models. The second ranking process is peer review of specialized researchers where, for example, research proposals of immunology basic science can be evaluated by researchers with academia in immunology to assure the ranking system is adequate and identify potential research proposals in that particular field. So who would pay for all of this? The portal can serve as a nonprofit open science portal for healthcare research. But its AI and specialized peer review ranking system will differentiate it from other open science portals that exist today, whose database accepts submissions from all sciences. Thus, research proposals can easily be lost in the vast amount of data in these websites. Potential customers for data of top-ranked research proposals, as mentioned prior, are universities, pharmaceutical companies, PhD researchers, cancer institutes, biotechnology companies, and many more other companies in the field of healthcare innovation. Data can be sold in subscription access to only the top-ranked research proposals or subscription access to all of the data. We can limit access to the portal to only medical doctors globally, and as we perfect the AI modeling to shift through the research proposals, we can then hope someday to expand and provide our end goal, which is a communication tool for anyone that has a research proposal, healthcare research proposal, and would like to communicate them to academia and researchers to help advance the healthcare innovation and with it, patient healthcare. Thank you.